unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. They took it to 10. Yeah. Okay. 30,000.
All right, Coach. Under hazy, overcast LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The outlaw. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. What up?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
64.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 59, come on. Check. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. From the gun, Bridgewater completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bridgewater now from the 50. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, Minshew. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Jaguars.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Deep grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49 to Mike, 149.
Ready? From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Go, go, go. Trey. 66.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Bridgewater. He completes it to Henry. A gain of 6 there on first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Bridgewater on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch out, watch out.
Here is Eckler. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajani. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Eckler, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with a Johnny. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And Ajayi is not going to get there, I don't believe. Indeed, they stop him short. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He sets the fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, high 7. Check 52, come on. Check 52, come on.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On the ready. Check. 59. I got one.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's complete. Henry. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Bridgewater. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 31, Minshew looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Minshew sets to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
On the set. I don't think you got it, son. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
Looking to throw it. Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
52 right here. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike, get it out.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Get him on.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Caught by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Check, 59. Here we go. Come on. Back, check, 59.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to Eckler. The 3rd down run gets them nothing. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And the Jaguar first down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It's Eckler again, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Snap.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Anthony Sherman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Coach, you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
That's what I do.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the home team here, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.